In the Body Shred course, we will study in depth the details of what makes up body shred. You'll see all this information located in the manual, and we will cover all the topics accordingly with the information provided there. So follow along and you'll see it there. So first and foremost, what is body shred? Well, let's see the description of what Jillian describes it as. Body shred is intelligent training. You are not just moving for the sake of moving, you're exploring and exploiting the possibility of human movement in ways that facilitate ultimate physical conditioning. Hone in on that, use that, and work with that in your classes. Now, body shred is a high-intensity, holistic, resistance, and endurance-based fitness plan involving synergistic, three-dimensional body dynamics that explore the scope of movement possibilities to maximize athletic performance and metabolic potential in 30 minutes. Know that body shred is kinetic, it's energetic, and it provides the ultimate challenge. It's a scientific, fact-based system of multi-layered techniques, integrated philosophies, and dynamic movement with a progressive sequential order to the exercises. And with Jillian's trainer-specific knowledge applied to the methodology, body shred is the imminent future of bodyweight training infused with metabolic resistance training as we know it. In using Jillian's 3-2-1 format approach, you'll shed fat, shred muscle, and transform the look of your entire physique and dramatically enhance your overall health and athletic performance. That is the goal for you. That's the goal for your classes. Hone in on that and use that as a way to give a goal for the class and the work that they're going to be putting forth that day. Now, know what the acronym, know what SHRED is. That is the embodiment of the class of what it is and what you're working through. SHRED, it is synergistic, high intensity, resistance, endurance, and dynamics. This describes the primary elements and variables you'll demand of your body each time you participate in a body shred class and each time you're teaching it for your participants. Know, body shred can be considered metabolic, multimodality, and whole body training. It incorporates modern fitness techniques, which include metabolic circuit training, HIIT intervals, supersetting, PHA, otherwise known, we call it PHA, but peripheral heart action, plyometrics, and functional core training. Now, this uses body weight and light moderate dumbbell resistance with recognized protocols with research-based results. These high-performance tactics are synergistics blended into single 30-minute fast-paced, kinetic, and creative workouts designed to deliver results in the most efficient, accelerated, and fun way possible. You won't use only one or two of these modalities. You'll incorporate them in each workout utilizing a progressive level and gradient intensity system. So this workout that we're going to be doing along with Jillian moves and methodology are what differentiates body shred from all the other programs out there. That's what's going to differentiate your class from another one that maybe somebody else is teaching. Now, know that the specific formatting and sequencing is the key to these accelerated results. That's the key to body shred and everything you're working through with it. And also know the goal of body shred. The more fit you are holistically, the more calories you burn. While the program does incorporate some well-known moves, squats, lunges, rows, etc., body shred evolves the same move into a new level of movement quality. It represents the way fitness should be taught because it encourages you, the teacher, to explore movement, sequencing, and potential on a kinesthetic basis every time you teach. All right, so that is what body shred is. Know that and use it for yourself. Second topic, we're going to be covering what is formatted freestyle. It is the fourth concept to body shred. So make sure you know your concepts. Now, we'll cover what it is, and then I'll kind of explain it from there. Body shred is not a pre-choreographed workout that you have to learn and teach verbatim. However, there's a set method and format to a body shred class, along with a robust inventory of body shred multi-level exercises to choose from to create class choreography, which is freestyle. As instructors, you are your best asset. We want you to integrate your style into the body shred programs you teach. And after this training today, we trust that you will be able to select the best moves for your class and create class choreography to fit within the body shred structure. As a foundation of body shred, we have laid out a specific 30-minute class design to follow. The design follows Jillian's 3-2-1 format, and using this format and the movement continuum and body shred exercise menus, you will be able to freestyle within the given body shred format. So basically, you will be using the specific format for the class, but you will freestyle by having the ability to decide what exercises are used for the class. Formatted freestyle represents choreographic style of teaching body shred. The format 3-2-1 is set, there are 30 seconds per exercise, and then freestyle is the instructor, your choice, to select the resistance, cardio, and active recovery circuit block segments and exercises, and then place them in the choreographic order of the format to customize the class. So basically, the format is pre-choreographed, the way that we teach it with the resistance, the cardio, and the active recovery ab core set is set with the time, the 30-second intervals, but you have the freestyle, the freedom to put your exercises in accordingly as you want. So also know what Jillian's way is for formatted freestyle. She thinks and says that it is the ideal collaboration method between you and her, the Body Shred instructor. It allows her to teach the science behind the success while enable instructors to bring their own unique genius into the mix for the best possible union of technique and talent. Jillian wants every Body Shred instructor's personality and creativity to infuse with the Body Shred method, turning it into a living, breathing, and continuously evolving modus operandi. All right. Now, the next topic we are covering is what is HIIT, and I'm going to tell you how it's utilized in Body Shred. So HIIT, it kicks in at the cardio section. Now, no, HIIT is an acronym for high intensity interval training. Typically, a HIIT workout alternates high effort cardio bouts with short lower intensity recovery bouts, making the exercise doable at an intense anaerobic level, which aren't possible to maintain continuously for a long duration. So no anaerobic without oxygen, sprinting, movements like that. So an example also what a HIIT workout exercise could be, where it would last for like 30 to 45 seconds with a 15-second plus rest between the movements. So that's where you're working maximum level for that high intense time with that bout of the short recovery. So new research has also shown that the HIIT programs are not only safe alternatives to low or moderate cardio, which is regardless of age or fitness level, but it is also superior over steady state endurance training in terms of physiological gains, boosting the calorie burn, performance and health benefits for both athletes and the fitness enthusiast in much less time. So you get more in a less time. And we already said that this kicks in at the 2-minute cardio segment, so make sure you know that and really push the intensity to get the heart rates up, work it there for that max calorie burn, and then we'll bring it down as the active recovery ab core set comes in. The Body Shred, let's see how it's utilized, and you'll know why it works within the Body Shred program. It is utilized within the circuit format for the 2 continuous movements of cardio style moves, which is following the 3 minutes of resistance, and it comes before the 1 minute of active recovery set. Moving into the HIIT segment, the heart rate is already challenging, where you're above the voltage intensity scale of 7, but you're working to get it up a little bit higher. And when it's executed correctly, the heart rate can be sustained to a near peak level for those 2 minutes. So you're really telling people they can really push, 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 and then they'll be able to bring it back down. Also, we can know what makes Body Shred HIIT metabolic. It follows the research recommended with the duration protocols. The 30 seconds to 2 minutes approach lactic threshold levels for eliciting high intensity responses beyond that 85% VO2 max above that oxygen level. It raises that intensity ceiling beyond the comfort zone. So it trains the cardiovascular system safely to tolerate these upper levels for a longer duration, but then you get to bring it down. And that contributes also to the greater EPOC response for the overall workout. And know that EPOC is the excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, which are the extra calories burned post-workout due to the metabolic effect of the high intensity, the HIIT interval training, which this is your afterburn as well. So that's your extra calories you obtain after the HIIT movements. All right, next we are going to go over what makes up Body Shred, the circuit block, and class structure. So you know that the Body Shred class is 30 minutes long from start to finish. You have 3 minutes of your warm-up, 24 minutes of your main body, and 3 minutes of a cool down. So, and that is the order that it goes in. There's 3 distinct class sections. All right, so the class, know that it will vary depending on your participants, but the overall structure and the formatting of Body Shred will remain consistent regardless of your level. You will want to establish a clear-cut program goals within your class that align and follow the result-driven objectives of Body Shred, which is to teach a metabolic circuit training and high-intensity interval body weight and dynamic dumbbell program to help each participant strive for ultimate performance and workout benefits. Knowing the class structure and having your class know this structure, they will go through and work for the goals and know them and have them behind them so they can push through each section segment and circuit to keep them motivated so they can get through the full circuit and know that they can get through the full class. So we should know, the Body Shred 3-2-1 format. It clearly defines the class structure. Each class is taught accordingly to this format. Do not stray away from that. You will keep it, you will use it, your classes will know it, and they will be able to drive and keep pushing harder week after week, class after class to get through each section that they are working with. Alrighty, so first, let's cover your warm-up. This is a 3-minute warm-up. You start at a voltage intensity scale of 5, and by the end, you are working up to a voltage intensity of 6. So there are no weights, no plyos, no static stretches in your warm-up. Also know that. Your warm-up is crucial in Body Shred. It gradually increases your exercise intensity so that your participants can safely sustain the high-intensity element of the 3-2-1 formatted circuit. It is specific to preparing for 1, a weighted workout, 2, body weight training, and 3, your 30-second demand intensity. A few important things to know within your warm-up. I said before, do not warm up with weights. There are no intervals and no static stretching. Create moves in your warm-up that are kind of like a rehearsal of what you're going to be doing in class. So maybe butt kickers, so you go into rock star jumps, or you can sprint in place and do a sprint in place in your class, or up down, so you're coming up and then jumping down, kind of tighten that position. Your warm-up should have an organic flow to it, including a variety of moves such as torso rotation, really releasing through the center, and joint actions that prepare the joints for movement and that fast, quick change that they may be doing from the 30-second movements. Use a progressive build in your warm-up, tailored to the level in the class. And also this sets the tone. Be motivating, be a coach, get your class ready, get them excited to work with the warm-up. All right, next, the main body of your workout, right? This is what we are honing in on today. So the main body, 24 minutes total. There are 4 circuits, 6 minutes in each circuit. 6 minutes times 4 circuits, 24 minutes. That's your main body. Now, the total voltage intensity scale, 7 to 10 for this area, right? For your main workout, that's what you're going to be maintaining. Each circuit block, I said, is 6 minutes. And it follows the 3-2-1 format. You have 3 minutes of resistance in each circuit, and 2 minutes to 2 minutes of cardio in each circuit, to 1 minute of your active recovery, which is your abs and core set as well, right? So know that that's kind of what you're hitting there. Every 30 seconds, the movement changes in each circuit block, one after the other, with only time to set up in between, okay? No breaks, no stop, take a breather, and go. Literally, just get right into that next movement. You're setting up for each circuit. You have 3 resistance exercises in each one. Okay, you're repeating those 2 times through. So, circuit 1, circuit 2, circuit 3, circuit 4. There are 3 resistance moves that you go 2 times through. Okay, same thing. Circuit 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 cardio moves that you repeat 2 times through. And then finally, your abs, core, active recovery exercises, 2 exercises 1 time through. And that's where you're getting ready for that next circuit from there, okay? Now, the voltage intensity scale for each section in the circuit block. You have 3 minutes of resistance. That voltage intensity scale for each circuit is 8 to 8.5. Then you move into cardio, really pushing it up. Cardio, high intensity interval training, get the heart rate up, 9 to 10 voltage intensity. Then your minute of abs and active recovery, you're recovering, try and get it back down, 6 to 7, kind of recovering, and then they can really bust out back into the resistance section and really push through, get the heart rate pushing back up. And then we finish from there. You have your cool down, 3 minutes, taking the intensity back down, and you have 3 to 4 voltage intensity scale there, okay? A couple of things also know, I got excited to tell you about your cool down. Everyone gets excited for that. The main workout specifics, like your main section, hone in on a few things. Know in your first circuit there's no plyos there. You're trying to get people warmed up a little bit more, so you don't want to have super intense movement. So really, know that in the second circuit you can start to add the plyos. You're always adhering to the 3-2-1 format. Never repeat an exercise from one circuit to the other. So if you do a static squat in the first circuit, you're not going to do that in the third or the fourth circuit. Also, if you do plank jacks in your first circuit, that will not be repeated again. So no repetitions of exercises, and challenge yourself there. Know that the concept of holistic equality and choosing the exercises so that you're creating a well-rounded workout to target the whole body, right? The entirety as a whole, so that everything is being worked. That's holistic. Everything is working. Use the principles of dynamics to keep moving from one exercise to the next, only pausing to set up the next exercise. Be consistent, be good, be strong with your factors of change to make the workout more or less intense. No, only 3 to 8 pound dumbbells. No, not higher, not lower, right? Also, your intensity that you're creating for your class, that's directly affected by your exercise sequencing, the selection, and the type of movement. So whether it's a combo, a mashup, maybe you go from push-up holding a plank, something like that. Really just kind of the way you sequence, and your selection too on how you transition from one exercise to the next. So maybe basic squat holding into a static squat. So kind of really being aware of how you're setting up for the next exercise from the one you're previously in. Also, in the beginning, just kind of be aware you can use and start to use the pre-choreographed masterclass that's in this book, and the preset circuit blocks, and start to kind of mix and match using the moves in here so that you can start to work on the formatted freestyle, and then you can start to work on your own choreography and kind of plugging the exercises in from there. Okay, and then the cool down, we said that we have the 3 minutes total there, taking it down to the voltage intensity of 3 to 4. It's necessary, it's very necessary body shred to gradually decrease the exercise intensity over that 3 minutes. Participants, they need to return safely below that voltage intensity and approach that pre-exercise heart rate before, right? We stretch like an athlete, so the cool down is slow, it's dynamic stretching in nature, and the movement this is that movement that best supports the high intensity and the conditioning that we just went through in the class in the resistance training. So also, some specifics of the cool down. No weights, no cardio, no static stretching. Moving, releasing through the arms, pulling the knees up. Also, it can be done standing, on the floor, and in a variety of positions. Let's see. So also, in the first minute of the cool down, work holistically there with the large muscle groups, the legs, the back, the chest, and then kind of finishing out with your smaller muscle groups, the biceps, the triceps, really kind of stretching through the arms a little bit more. There should be an organic flow to the cool down, just like the warm-up, working a variety of stretches, which will help to improve joint mobility and flexibility. That will also help to increase the optimal and functional range of motion of posture and body balance. And use your principle number 10. Utilize the position and the factors of change mergers to create choreographic flow from one movement to the next and have seamless connection from one position to the next, right? It all matters. All right, and lastly, kind of really important here for you to instruct and lead your classes. We want you to be aware of what are the motivational coaching tools in Body Shred. There's a lot of things you can use to be motivational, right? But there's 3 very important things that we like to utilize and we like to hone in on for being a Body Shred instructor. So know, first and foremost, you, the instructor, are instrumental in how each individual in your classes achieve success with this program. Your ability to facilitate a shred look to your body, as well as an attitude shift towards human potential movement and exercise, involves specifically these 3 motivational tools: inspiration, affirmation, and tough love. Be a coach first and foremost, not only an instructor teaching a program. You're really working to give these people, these participants, goals and helping motivate them and push them past their comfort zone to the level that they want. This class is a tough class, so it's really kind of working to get somebody to that next level, right? So, first and foremost, be inspirational, right? Inspiration is why every individual keeps moving and continues to try. A successful instructor knows for most people, self-inspiration isn't always intrinsic. Embody the Body Shred lifestyle by being healthy, fit, educated, motivated, and personally inspired by your own reasons why health is important. really hone in on yourself, right? What do you want of this? What are you working for? How do you want to look? How do you want to feel? How do you want to inspire your members, your participants, and embody that? It's going to be amazing how that inspires you, and then the inspiration that you feel will automatically relay onto them, right? You can also tell and show what you have felt with this class, the way you feel. And you can be inspirational to your members on how you've pushed yourself, how you've worked hard, and in turn, they will be excited to kind of maybe try that for themselves, right? And see just how much further they can go. Second, be affirmative. Affirm the positive. Compliment what the participant is doing and continue to point out that there is more. All right, tell them they're doing a great job. Be positive to them. Be in the moment and feel your body right here, right now. Tell them to kind of hone in on the muscles they're working, everything that they're doing. The 30 seconds is fast, so if they can hone in on that, feel the back that they're working, the muscle, the bicep, the legs, the abs, right, holding that core tight. They can really focus on that, right? Tell them it's good, they showed up. It's awesome that you're seeing them, they're coming to take the class. Show them the changes that they're making. Tell them what you've noticed. And tell them they can also continuously do more, keep pushing further, keep working harder, right? With this, you can also kind of be telling them there's a little bit longer in each circuit, each section, a little bit longer to push, but they can do it. They did it once, they can do it again, right? All right. Last thing, give them tough love. Don't be afraid to push people. Don't be afraid to be tough with them. They're there to work, right? And they're there in your class to work. They're taking Jillian Michaels' body shred. She's tough. They shouldn't expect anything less, and you shouldn't back off from that either, right? So tell them, be working with them to push every workout and stay in the moment for that 30 minutes of intense exercise. It's demanding, but you're pushing them for that 30 minutes. They know from start to finish, 30 minutes, then they're done. Not shorter, not longer, right? Your ability to get each person to the finish line at their ultimate capacity is your job in this program in teaching this class. Our participants rely on us to push them and demand more because we know they can. So we need to encourage each person to see if there's a higher level of capability, particularly at the end of each 30-second interval, to find their peak edge every time. Push them. When you hear that 10-second beat in the mix of your 30 seconds, you hear that, you tell them it's only 10 seconds more. You can push a little harder. Let me see you work a little faster, right? Because they know at that 10 seconds, they're in a new movement, so they might as well take advantage and push a little bit more for the final section that they have there, okay? Now, you can, say to them, are you giving me everything you can right now? Are you holding back? If they are, why, right? They can ask themselves, do they have more? A lot of the times they do, right? Ask them, can they push a little farther? A lot of the times they can. And they'll see that. Sometimes you'll push them and they'll be like, wow, I never realized I could do that. And that's going to be another little affirmation for them, another thing to excite them, to have them push harder, to come to your class and work harder, to be inspiring to the other members in your class, right? Also, kind of tell them, redefine their work punishment words of exercise. Like, they are working for a reward. This isn't always punishment. And the goals that they have in mind, that's what they're working for. That's the reward that they will have later. And other things, tough love. Don't accept that they just showed up. Ask for more. Get through to each person mentally, and you'll successfully tap into their physical reserves, right? Build a rapport with them. I've been saying it a lot here. Hone into. Why did they show up for the program? What do they want from it? You can also hone in on to what your purpose is, what your direction is, what the goals are, what you're trying to do for your class as well, and relay that onto them. They'll feel that energy. They'll work with that, right? You have the people, they can identify why they're in class. Redefine what healthy is, what it looks like, what it feels like, what fit is, what you want, and then go for it, right? That unrelenting motivation to keep going to reach the ultimate goal of super fit and healthy. Connect the action to intensity. You get out of this program what you pour into it physically and mentally. Might as well put as much as you can into it. Be intense. Be prepared to work and really get through that, right? So that covers the topics that we are going through that describe what body shred is. And if there's any questions or if you guys need anything else, let me know and we can go through it further.